Doing, guys? I'm back again. I was just feeling led to share my dream that I had about a tsunami on the East Coast. I knew this dream was taking place on the East Coast because I just had this kind of knowing after waking up from this dream. It was so real. So here it is. The dream began when the right before the waters hit crash into the buildings on the East Coast. Now, in the dream, when I had this view of the tsunami coming in on the waters, it was on the buildings. It was like the buildings were just, like buildings on the coastline or something like that. Or, like the cities, the major cities on the coast of the East Coast, they got big buildings. It was just like I was on top right before the waters hit the buildings. And it was like I could fly. Like, I don't, this is the part of the dream I don't understand. But I was like flying on top. And I saw other men and women of God also flying and floating on top of the waves near these buildings as the waves hit these buildings. So yeah, that part is even crazy in itself. But so as the waves hit the buildings, like me and all these other men and women of God was like appearing and reappearing on the sides of these buildings, insides of these buildings. And as we appeared near a person that was in danger, near these buildings, inside these buildings, and around these buildings, it was like all we had to do was just touch these people. And once we touched these people, it was like they disappeared and vanished with us into a safe place. And then as soon as that happened, we would appear back near the buildings on top of the waves as the waves were hitting the sides of the buildings and overtaking them. And we would do this over and over again. Now, this is the strangest part about it because that's what the dream was. That's exactly what I saw. It was like me and all these other men and women of God was just like appearing, then reappearing, appearing, and then reappearing. And the people that we touched were being saved, like some kind of way. They were being disappeared with us back into a safe place. All I knew is once we touched those individuals, they were saved. And then they appeared into a safe place after that. That's not the only tsunami dream I had. I had another tsunami dream where it was like I had an aerial view on the whole East Coast. And I could see like a big old wooden Noah's Ark. Like, it looked like a Noah's Ark on the coastline or at the dock or on the coast or something. It was like looking at a boat way bigger than the Titanic. Like, everybody knows what Noah's Ark looked like. That's what it was. And it was like parked right at the East Coast on the coast. And in this particular dream, I saw people running for their lives, trying to hurry up and get in this ark. That's all I know. And in this particular dream, it was like God put me in the dream. So not only did I see this and have an aerial view of it, it was like He placed me there. So I was trying to get into that ark as well. That's how I remember the dream so well, because it was like I was running for my life too. It was like I could feel what the other people was going through in this particular dream, and uh, so I felt like I was running too, trying to hurry up and get into this ark. And right before the tsunami waves came and overtook this particular scenery of buildings and of course other people that was running into that, trying to get into that ark before the waves hit the buildings, hit the ground or whatever. Uh, it was like I had barely got to the ark when the waves hit and overtook the buildings, the people that did make it into the ark, and that was the dream on that one. It was just like, it was just like And I looked at that dream kind of like, I know Jesus Christ represented the ark. Like, just like in the story of Noah, you know, God commanded Noah to build the ark and warn the people of the coming floods. Well, in this dream, it was just like the ark was already there. All you had to do is get in there. Hurry up and get in there. So, long story short, I believe if you don't know Jesus Christ and you live on the East Coast, I would just find out about Jesus Christ. I would pray. I would ask Jesus Christ to appear to me, save me, deliver me, set me free, come into my life. Because that's going to be the only safety you have when these events occur. If there be a tsunami on the East Coast, like it never was in the whole wide entire world, your only safety is going to be in Jesus Christ. I got some other dreams I wanted to share, but it was just like today I just had that unction, that knowing that I need to share this, to my friends, my family. And so, I don't have a lot of time. That's why I really don't just spend a lot of time explaining it. I just kind of throw it out there, and just, that's how I feel, That's all I need to do. But if you don't know Jesus Christ, ask him to come into your life today. He loves you. He loves you. It's nothing that you ever could have done that can keep him from loving you. So come to him. Let him know that you want to know him, that you want to live for him, and you want to go home with him when that time is coming to all of us to leave this earth. God bless you.